What's poppin', people? Them is Sliding McPatty, and I'm here with one of Canada's legends. He's been going crazy on not just YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, another one that's coming real soon. I don't even know what it is. Dax in the building. What are you saying, fam?
Man, it's your boy Dax, and we back at it like a bad habit. If you want something, you better go grab it. Today, we finna make a big play.
The man just spat bars in the slogan. That's crazy, fam. So the first thing, let's talk about your music, bro. Joker, I know it dropped May 6th, 2020. I had to do a little bit of research, all of that. But then you just dropped the challenge like recently, bro.
Right.
So you just dropped, why'd you bring the challenge?
There's been a recent surge in Joker, I think, especially in the current landscape of the world, social media, the pandemic. People are really resonating with the words. So there's this section in the song where I go, "You're insane, you're in pain, I can tell by what you're saying." Then I go on and talk about the breakdown of like society and those who, down others. So I think social media, especially TikTok, has been a big place for that. So I brought the challenge back with the surge, and people are just speaking their truth on it. And ironically, there's also a lot of people sort of going along with the cyberbullying theme of the song and using the song to try and on people in that way. So it's just resonating at this time.
Very resonating, and it's funny because that was even one of my other questions. So the fact that people they're actually speaking the truth with the lyrics on that remix. Are you ever gonna bring a remix to it? Or will one of the winners ever get a chance?
So, for example, with the Dear Alcohol Open Verse Challenge, what I did is I compiled, a lot of the great verses, and I used my YouTube platform, and I made like a mega remix. So, I think after a period of time with this Joker one as well, I'll probably make a mega remix. It's hard just to choose one person with so many talented people. But I mean, if someone goes absolutely insanely crazy, it's possible, but it might just be another mega remix thing.
Mega mixes actually go crazy on YouTube. Fire. Like back in the day, I remember when Panda dropped, I even made my own mega mix of people's verses. I had 2 million views, you know what I'm saying? That felt nice. I didn't get no money though, because obviously it's not my work. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like if you do a mega mix for Joker, that's hard. Because I remember the Dear Alcohol one. That was
that one's got like almost 6 million views on my channel. There's a bunch of other people who posted it. They got millions of views. So I'm like, it's just a great way to spread talent because there's so much out there that's untapped and unseen. So.
But that's also God, man. Like you're showing people like that's God's work, man, for real. Now, what's the best one you've seen so far, or like what's ones that come to mind that you remember? Like, okay, this one was hard.
I got a bunch that I've screenshotted that I'm like, because there's so many that I got to react to them and like give it time because I also want each person to get like views when I react to it. But there's been a bunch so far. This is my guy named Caveman Brown. His verse was crazy.
Hi, Dax. If it looks sad, well, it's hard trying to hide the depression. They put me in a foster home at age 2. I was dealt all kinds of rejection.
I just reacted to one this morning. This girl from Denver. There's been a couple other fire female ones. There's a bunch. There's a lot. I can't think of names on the spot, but
there's a lot of talent out there, man. But the fact that you have a platform and you're giving people a chance to, showcase their work. A lot of people don't do that, man. It's like, oh, hail you up again, fam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing a lot of hails in this interview, man.
To me, it's just common sense. You know what I mean? It just you grow with other people. Everyone's benefiting. I think that's why TikTok is surging right now. It seems like because it's a platform where people can feed off of each other and everybody wins. And it's not necessarily just about popularity. It's like if you create the best content, you have a chance to be seen, and I love that aspect.
That's amazing. I have a few questions for you about TikTok in a bit, but I wanted to talk about even when you watch the Joker video at the beginning, you have that fact that 90% of cyberbully victims attempt suicide, man. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think you can't escape social media in this generation. You ask kids in elementary school now, what do they want to be when they grow up? They're saying a YouTuber. You know what I mean? I talk to a lot of my friends because now I'm 28. So it's like, we're either about to have kids or we have kids. And it's hard for them to even think about not giving their child a phone at the age of like 5, 6. They feel like they're going to be missing out. So this social media is something we're not escaping. And with that, people, you can't see their face. So cyberbullying is a big thing. And people use platforms. They create fake profiles to try to, destroy other people's mentality. So I think just bringing awareness to it is super important because it's not something that's going away.
It's not something that's going away. It's something that will definitely grow bigger. So the fact that you're even making these videos is hard. I want to even talk about Dear Alcohol and Depression because those two songs, I know a lot of people, I was scrolling through the comments, it resonated with me, but it resonated with a lot of people on YouTube too. Like you're really helping people out there, man. So were there any DMs that you received for those videos that really touched you?
Yeah, there's been a lot of stories that people have been sending me. because of Dear Alcohol. I think alcoholism is something that's very prevalent. You know, everyone's either going through it or they know someone who has, or it's within their family in some type of form or fashion. Um, Even just a lot of people I went to school with who I used to party with, to where maybe that partying lingered on a little bit longer, and now we're at this age and like the drinking still hasn't sort of slowed down. And not even, I mean, for myself as well, being in the, you know, music and alcohol is everywhere. So yeah, I've heard a lot of stories, a lot of people getting the lyrics tattooed. It's crazy. Alcohol is really, you know, and it's glamorized too. So it's really a problem that I think society really sweeps under the rug. And so yeah, I've received a lot of heartwarming messages.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing to hear. Now, with those two tracks though, what made you want to? You're from back in the day, you know, people were comparing you to like Hobson, Eminem, NF, all those guys, because you were spitting bars, and I know you still got the bars in you, but those two songs really showed like your versatility. That's the word, right? Versatility. But you really changed the shift in music. So, what made you want to do that?
I've always like sang, but these were my first times releasing, singing songs as a single. Um, it's funny because actually my first artist name was actually almost Cowboy. I almost called myself Cowboy. A lot of people don't know, but I've lived in Wyoming, Montana, uh, Kansas. My dad worked in Mississippi growing up, so I spent time out there. I was born in St. John's, Newfoundland, on a rock. So I've been been around small towns a lot. And yeah, I've sang before, but just not as a single. And I always just do what comes to my mind first. So when I heard that beat, I just said, I got wasted because I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. And just went from there. So it's not something I choose. It just comes naturally. But it's nice to be able to explore different tones and have the ability to do so and not be stuck in a box.
Exactly, and you're definitely not stuck in a box because now you're actually getting recognized as a country artist. I swear you were number 28 on the U.S. charts, man.
It's an amazing
So, so is that something you might even like transition to, like start making more tracks like that, or even just dabble in country?
Right, it's not something I choose. You know, I hear the beat first. I sit in my room, I hear the beat, and whatever comes to my mind first, you know, comes. Like I woke up one day and I decided to rap for 20 minutes that one time. It's just like I never know what's gonna happen. I think with the natural occurrence of what's going on, I might have a couple more maybe songs sounding like that in the works. Who knows? You know what I mean? Wink, wink. But yeah, I just go with the flow. As long as the songs have the message I want them to have and they're making an impact, I'm fine with however they sound.
Okay, cool. So you said that mainly you just wait for the beat and then you just go in how it is. I like that. I like that mindset. So then, how do you find your beats then? Do you have like specific producers? I know you work with Lex Noor.
Oh, that's the guy right there, the legend, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, we're both from Ottawa.
Oh, shout out Lex then. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Byword goat.
Right. And I know nothing about music creation, beats, recording. So, you know, yeah, he's the genius behind making the beats, and I just hear the beat and whatever comes first, boom, go with that. But there's also other people I've worked with before. Um, a lot of great producers. Guy named Raspo produced my suffocating song, and yeah.
Now back to talking about TikTok because you were saying that that's a really great app, and I've seen your TikToks everywhere, and I know the work that you put into them, bro. I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of because I feel like they're self-produced. Do you make them all yourself?
Some of them I'll record, and then Lex will actually edit the videos for me. Sometimes, like the ones that are in the studio, where it's like I do a rapper shows up and recording the rapper who's a psychopath. Lex will help me edit those videos. But yeah, it's pretty much just me and him. And the other ones I just come up with, record them. A lot of them are easy. Like I started off with doing like how it looks in real life versus how it looks on camera. And that's just me. I've always taken videos when I'm like filming my music videos. I've always had someone just like, hey, can you just film this scene, film this scene, film this scene? And then I just throw that on it, and I make a lot of music videos. So
Yeah, I've seen those ones where you have the how it looks like here, but instead of how it looks in the video.
right.
But you never show the video. Is that to like get people to watch the video?
No, it's not. I don't think that's my job. I feel like, I'm spending all this money going hard to create the content. It's like the people who with me know what it looks like because they've seen the music video. So it's like if you don't know what it looks like, that's not my problem. That's yours. And if you want to find out, go ahead.
Okay, that's hard. Do you have any advice to any artists that are trying to promote themselves through TikTok? Because now they see TikTok as an app where they're really trying to create ideas to explore. But you right now, I feel like you've got it down pat.
Yeah, I would say look at the way I do it and take it and make it creative and make it personalized to you and your personality. That's what I would say.
That's amazing. He just gave you the formula right there. Like, and he just said take it. So you better give this guy some flowers.
And then interact. I've always say this saying: you got to mess with the people who mess with you. If you have 2 people, that means you can have 4. Because if you talk to those 2 people, they'll tell 2 more. Then exponentially, it'll just grow.
Yeah, that's very smart. And I've seen you even interact with people on your YouTube comments, and I know those get flooded for you. So the fact that you do that it's a fact. Right. Interact with people. Now, I did want to talk about that next rap god. How did you rap for 20 minutes straight? I know the first one was 10 minutes.
Right.
And how do you even think about doubling that like for 20 minutes straight, bro? That's an EP.
Yeah, it's wild. I just did it. It was just a thing where I was like, you know what? I think that'd be something cool. And I think if I did it, I can't see anyone else doing it at that level with that intricacy for that long. So I want to do it and put it there, And it was definitely mentally taxing. But we got some longer ones coming. So.
Damn. So which part was more mentally taxing than the actual making the lyrics in the studio or the one take video?
I would say the memorization was the most taxing. The one take wasn't as bad, to me, I like to work out. To me, it was just a workout, you know what I mean? But it was the memorizing that was really hard because I hate memorizing. I hate feeling like I have to memorize. I like when it comes naturally, but when you're dealing with something that's 20 minutes, no hooks, just word after word after word after word, it was definitely it was tough.
That's brain power right there because, some people can't even remember a Drake verse,
Right.
But you remember 20 minutes of not even just like rapping, like it's not like slow, like let's say it's like Key Glock lyrics, bro. You're spitting for 20 minutes, bro.
Tough.
And then Lex have to like make the beat like slow it down, speed it up.
Yeah, we like sort of worked through it. We definitely wanted to have some changes because we didn't want it to make sure it wasn't boring. But yeah, a lot of it's just me speeding up and slowing down myself on the beat. And then we had that crazy switch where I started to do the auto-tune thing and really start to freak it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that was hard, man.
Thank you.
That was hard, bro. I cannot lie. Now, so then I guess with future music, you don't really have a path that you're taking with it. You're just going to just see where it takes you.
Yeah, for me, it's all about the words. As long as the words are what they need to be and it's spreading the message, I don't really care how it sounds, how long it is. I just feel like as long as it's critically thought out,
Okay, that's hard. Now I'm gonna hit you with a curveball question.
Throw that.
What? Nah, it's not anything bad. We don't do that over here.
Okay.
But what is a song that you bump that no one knows that you bump? Why not even your boys over there?
What have I been listening to recently? I always listen to the Bryson Tiller album, that one.
Okay, hard.
And it's crazy. The lyrics mean something totally different to me now than back then. But yeah, I always bump that album. I've been listening to Remember Kweku the Osala.
Oh, Black Sheriff. Yeah.
I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Schemes and Packaging. Burna Boy.
Okay.
What did he say? Give me something. Smoke and drink.
Oh yeah, Igbo and Shayo.
Igbo and Shayo. Yeah. I've been listening to that a bunch. And I mean, I played basketball, so rap has always been in the background while I was playing basketball. So oftentimes I'll turn on the Rap Caviar playlist on Spotify and just let it run through.
Word, I hear that. It's crazy that you bump Black Sheriff.
Oh, Rich Flex 21.
Can you do something for me?
I'm listening to that.
So you see the memes then?
Yeah, I've seen them. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're funny. But hold on, I gotta go back to Black Sheriff because you're Nigerian, bro. Listening to the ops.
What? Really? Is that what it is?
Ghana and Nigeria, you know how it's not real beef.
See me now, they all love for me, eh? My people, eh? We know the vex.
Okay, good. It's because I'm from Ghana.
Oh, nah, man, my Ghanaians, man, it's all love.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's always love, bro. Do people on YouTube know you're Canadian?
It's crazy. A lot of people, I have to say it like every day. A lot of people don't know I'm Canadian. But I wear it, say it proudly. But yeah, a lot of people don't know.
See, that's might be even a compliment in itself because you're just worldwide with the music then.
It's because I didn't start making music when I was in Canada. I left here when I was 18. I played college basketball, all that stuff. And I didn't start making music until like 23 years old. So I was still playing college basketball in America. So most people are just, because of that, think I'm American. So I gotta plaster it everywhere in all my lyrics, stuff like that, and remind them.
That's hard. And we appreciate that you plaster them in the lyrics. Like we appreciate that you rep Canada too,
Always.
man. So then, have you ever shown anyone bagged milk?
It's crazy. I really don't even like drink milk like that no more. But I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. We do have bagged milk. I haven't. Wow. Yeah.
I know, right?
Crazy. No, I haven't personally shown anybody, but that is definitely something I'm going to throw out there next time.
Yeah, I hear that. I guess even if no need to, if you don't even drink milk like that, right?
Right.
But then I remember you saying you was born in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Yes,
how long were you there for?
Man, I think it was about 8 months to a year, and then we moved to Ottawa. So it was very, very premature, but it's still something I think is a cool. No one would think I was born in Newfoundland. So
right. That's a different place, man. So then how was Ottawa growing up? Like, were you Byward's finest, bro? This guy was at Beaver Tails.
Nah, I started down like by St. Laurent before we moved to Orleans when I was like 3rd, 4th grade. But for me, Ottawa was just my whole focus once I found the law of attraction at the age of 11 in basketball was to try and play basketball in the States. So from like 11, to 18, it was Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant work ethic all the way up until I finally got to prep school. Didn't do much didn't party, didn't do none of that stuff really until like maybe the last year or so. And then I know Ottawa, but I don't like know all the ins and outs of the streets because I never spent time there. I was just literally in the gym.
That's all you need to be, man. Ottawa's kind of boring. I cannot lie. They might get cheese at that, but it is what it is. Kind of boring, bro. I cannot lie. I've been there. Like my one of my best friends, he lives out there, and So I check him sometimes, and I'm like, bro, what are we gonna do, man? There ain't nothing to do. So it's a good thing you were in the gym hooping. So even though you're going back, is that a full circle moment for you?
Super full circle, man. Especially that the show's sold out. I'm gonna see a lot of familiar faces. I'm gonna see mommy, sister. It's gonna be amazing. Definitely full circle.
So then, if you didn't like travel in Ottawa like a lot, so then you don't probably have like a favorite food spot out there.
Nah, I never like. I can't even name a restaurant down. It's so crazy how little I know about it. The place where I was just so in the gym. I was so consumed with playing American basketball that it was just like I almost didn't even go to prom. Like it was like that because it's hard to get out. There's very few people at my time who had went and played Division I basketball, so it was just like a focus level on a whole nother stratosphere.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to talk to you about ball, bro, because you were hooping out there, bro.
Yes, sir.
18 points per game.
Yes, sir.
I see.
Senior year.
Yeah,
it was about 20.
They gotta update the website.
Oh no, it's on the website. You got me.
But 18 is crazy. Like I might need you on my fantasy team. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Now, I'm not a hooper. I'm just good in 2K. Okay. So like, do you have any tips on actually how to get better on shooting?
Repetition. I think everything in life is repetition. Starting close in the basket, get your repetition there. Game shots from game spots at game speed.
So you were in the gym going crazy now. I already know that.
Man. I was in the gym on a level that I can't even explain it. It hurts to even think about.
Damn, man.
Because I wasn't naturally. I mean, I'm still like a quote unquote freak athlete, but like I wasn't like blessed like like I'm not 6'8" with a 45-inch vert, so I had to really be in the gym.
Damn. So then I guess you really know the pain about like IT and all of that. Isaiah Thomas.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm like 6'2".
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's 5'9", so it's hard because you have less leeway at that. You know, if you're like 5'9", I mean he's an amazing one. But when you're 5'9", like they just give you less of a leash, you know, because if someone scores on you, well you're too short. You know what I mean? They try to label you a liability, but I think he should be in the league for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Could help a team right now. So
Yeah. So then hold on. I got a list of some names, all right?
Okay, talk to me.
Some artists at hoop, or just let me know if you would drop them off. And you could even say by how much. You could say all dummy them, dunking them, all of that stuff. So the first one, I don't know if you know this guy. His name's Ty Verde. You ever heard of him?
But this is what I will say. I'm gonna just answer the whole thing. I think there's levels. You know what I mean? And I think I can't see anyone who's not a pro who didn't play college basketball beating me. It's just not happening.
Or so you're dropping off even like Quavo then.
I mean, I can't see anybody beating me if you're not a pro or you didn't play college basketball.
That's a fact, actually. That's actually a fact. So then, why hasn't the crew league hit you up then, man?
I don't know. Basketball's not really my focus right now. I'm trying to just be like, make the biggest impact in the world. For me, basketball is like, I did it, I feel like at a totally different level than, if they want to, but it's not it's not something I really focus or care about.
I hear that. That's a good mindset to have. But if they ever hit you up, would you do it or not?
Of course, it's basketball. Okay. I breathe that.
I got a few last questions. One of them is about the Joker challenge again. I remember you were saying that some people are using it to even indulge in cyberbullying, right? And that's actually like how I even found out about the challenge. I was scrolling on my For You page. I seen someone hating. I'm like, what?
Right.
So how do you even deal with that yourself?
Myself, I don't know. I just sort of look at it and just continue to live. I think that's just the way of life. I think I don't even know what to say about it. It's like, people do things and it's just a reflection of who they are. It's not really a reflection of me. So you just gotta, look at it and just keep moving, and just, you just pray for them, I guess.
That's a good thing to hear because, a lot of people probably deal with hate on social media. They're trying to create stuff and then they try to create challenges. They think it's an exciting idea, but then people just wake up and they just always try to, knock them down.
Right. Some of them are funny though. I be laughing at me. I like some of them are funny. This one guy said, I can't repeat it, but it was funny as hell.
So then if you laugh at those ones, I feel that might even defeat them though.
Right. You just never know, man. You just got to roll with the punches. Life is like, it's like what really matters, It's a TikTok, it's a video. Life goes on.
Hear that, man. Now, you say you're 28. I'm the same age as you, bro. So what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? I know you were in a different mind state and all of that, but
I would say continue to mess with people who mess with you, Grow with people who want to grow with you, and don't spend time trying to convince people who don't.
I hope that hits hard for a lot of 18-year-olds out there, right? Because that's a time in life where you don't even know what you're really gonna do, right?
Especially with social media, man, where comparison is everywhere.
Exactly. Do you have any advice for any upcoming artists? Like, what platform do you think they should focus their promo on, or just advice for them trying to, get their music out there? Because nowadays, there's artists out there. Sorry, you can mute that part, but there's artists everywhere now.
Right. I would say operate from a space of servitude. When you look at it as yourself being a servant to the people, you'll be shameless in trying to promote your work because it's helping people regardless. So I would say operate trying to be a servant, serve the people, be the janitor, clean up the environment for everyone else, and then everyone else will allow you to continue to rise.
That's a crazy bar because they don't even know that you were a janitor.
Right.
You don't even know
I'm
that.
still the janitor, cleaning up the game.
That's hard. Why does this guy have bars every second of the day, yo? What? All right, now the last question I got for you, man, is what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Having something to look forward to.
Wow. Beautiful. Just like that. Listen, yo, Dax, I appreciate you, man, for coming out here, man.
Appreciate you.
Any last words you got to give to the people, bro?
God is good.
Yo, God is good. God is great.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Dax, Slidey McPatty in the building, and we signing out. Much love.